actually why. It's like, well, I hate him. Why though? Why?
You want to know why I hate Donald Trump? Okay, I'll list the reasons. Donald Trump single-handedly has sent the United States into a fascist hellscape within the past few years since his presidency. And don't use the sheep mentality argument when coming to a space where people do not like Donald Trump, because it is people who love Donald Trump that have those sheep-like mentality. So let's get into it. During the pandemic, Donald Trump referred to COVID as the Chinese virus or Kung Flu, specifically using Chinese people as a martyr for his hatred. And this caused Asian Americans to be continuously targeted throughout the pandemic. And by saying all of those things, it imposed direct harm against the Asian community. And because of the things that he had said during the pandemic and in reference to COVID-19, all of these statistics started popping up. 31% of Chinese Americans has faced racial or ethnic discrimination since the COVID-19 outbreak. 55% of Chinese Americans say that they do not feel that there is support in their community for victims of racial discrimination or harassment. And 59% changed how they feel and behave when they leave their home because they do not feel safe. Not to mention that Donald Trump has also influenced people like Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott. And let me remind you, Greg Abbott has implemented a policy to where barbed wire and large obstructions are put into rivers to stop people from immigrating through Texas into the United States. Literal barbaric tactics. Also, since the 1970s, Trump has been under fire for racial discrimination of his employees. In the workspace, he would make Black employees leave the room, therefore segregating workspace. Also, he's a pedophile. He also said that he would date his daughter if she was not his daughter. He has also sexually abused women. He supports the inhumane and barbaric treatment of immigrants crossing the U.S.-Mexican border. He also started an insurrection against the United States government on January 6th. And he has influenced countless politicians to do his dirty work. He made his supporters believe that there was a problem with the voting systems in the last election, claiming that it was stolen. He influenced everyday Americans to stop wearing masks and to not get vaccinated. He also spread conspiracy theories about the vaccinations, even though he himself is vaccinated. He doesn't believe that there should be a separation of church and state. He doesn't believe that trans people or trans children deserve health care. He doesn't believe that bodily autonomy should be up to the individual and not the state. He loves extremism, especially when it comes in the name of religion. He would not say that the KKK was domestic terrorism. During Black Lives Matter, he decided to focus on riots instead of the actual root of the problem. He supports the militarization of police, having an enormous budget when it comes to military. And in 2000, against the St. Regis Mohawk tribe, he ran ads to say that they were criminals because their new casino would harm his casinos in Atlantic City. And in 2011, he also spread a conspiracy theory that Obama was not born in the United States. And I wonder why that was. Maybe it was because it was the United States' first Black president. And in 2015, he said that all Muslims should be banned from entering the United States. He also tweeted an image of the Star of David and Hillary Clinton and said, "Worst candidate ever." Shortly, he deleted it, but that was directly aimed at Hillary Clinton and Jewish people. He referred to Elizabeth Warren as Pocahontas. And in 2017, he said that all people coming from Haiti had AIDS. And also tweeted, "See you on the campaign, Trail Liz," referencing the Trail of Tears. He said that referencing the fact that she had stated she was indigenous. He also stated that Kamala Harris does not meet the requirements to be a vice president. And I wonder why. Maybe it's because she was the very first Black and South Asian vice president. That's also a woman. And that's not even all of it. So maybe rethink who you sympathize with and who you follow. So have the day you deserve.